could not specify channel or stream key. Come on, you son of a gun. I took care of you an hour ago for this reason. Huh. Hooray! We're live somewhere. Hello, YouTube. Hello, Twitch. Um, because what's a day without having issues? Yeah. Excuse me. Sorry, I've just okay. uh, Use stream key. Oh, that's why. I clicked use stream key and then didn't copy the stream key. Okay. All right. Confusion and self-doubt. Yeah, right? So funny. And whiskey. And I'm gonna put Foundry, VTT, DMU for Facebook. And because I'm not totally sure what we're doing yet, I'm gonna leave the description blank. Oh, nice. That's perfect. What will happen today? Question mark. Nobody knows. All right, cross post to some pages. Hooray. Now, why isn't it giving me the go live button? I'm attempting, yes. Mm-hmm. It sounds so scary when you put it that way. The Book of Faces. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh dear. Okay, so type. Oh no, that's not what I want. I don't want that to happen. I thought one of your sisters was joining us. Well. Incredible. Yeah, right? Why won't it let me stream? Post to a page that you manage, Pop Culture Cosmos, Warlocks and Whiskey. What will happen today? Cross post to more pages. Okay, yep, I got that. I got that. Check, 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 check. I've got all the things filled in that should be filled in. What am I not doing? Cross post. I am befuddled. No, but it's really messed up because I had it just a second ago, and then there was a stream key issue. Let's just see if it'll oh, that's why. Oh, girl, you are dangerous sometimes. Okay, here we go. We are live now on Facebook as well. Okay. So here's what happened today. Some of our players are going back to work. Imagine. So we're down 2 players today. Roger and Christine are with us.
Hello.
And I'm a little bit out of my element today because I'm not really sure exactly what we're going to do. I just saw that Andrew joined the game. I don't know if he's actually online. Andrew joined the game, then I know exactly what we'll do. We'll just play. But
Because I was just thinking we got 1,500 gold last session, so we could just spend it all between the two of us.
yeah, interesting. Okay, well, anyway.
I need to log in.
Okay. Gotcha. All right, no problem. So I thought that what we could do today maybe is not so much do like a Foundry tutorial because Lord knows we don't know a whole lot about Foundry. But if you are interested in taking your in-person game and moving it to an online space, I mean, there's Roll20, which you see a lot on streams and things like that, but Foundry I have found is a really powerful tool, and it really does do some pretty cool stuff. So if you're on Facebook, you're seeing the DM side of Foundry, which will give you all of the secrets about all of the monsters and things like that. But what I wanted to do, maybe, would be to show some of the modules and then have Christine and Roger actually be able to show the difference in how things behave after the module has been turned on, which will be a little bit annoying because it will reset every time. So I don't know if that's really a good idea because I know that computers get cranky when you do that too many times. Um, yeah. So actually, we could talk about maybe the cycle of Cerberus because this was a module that actually it was free in Foundry. So if you get Foundry, which is $50, so you could have your group all get together and chip in for the $50, or the DM can throw down the $50 if you're able to, and bless you if you can. And then once you have Foundry, you don't have to set up any other accounts, so nobody needs to remember a new username or password. Everybody will just connect right to your computer. So it's like you have a private server. One of the things that I found when we play Roll20 sometimes is if you're playing during those peak hours when a lot of people seem to be playing, it really slows down Roll20. Is that an accurate assessment, Roger? Yeah. Yeah, it's called The Forge or something like that. And you can connect I think you connect your Foundry to that website and then people can log into that. And it's like the website will host um the license key, I think, or something. Oh, more than likely, yeah. I can't see a service like that being free, and if it is free, I can't see it being permanently free, like a 30-day trial kind of situation. But some of the stuff that really sold me on Foundry, and I don't know how interesting this is going to be, but I loved the D&D Beyond integration, which we've had some problems with, because when you get Foundry, the game or the program operates on these modules, and you can grab all these different modules and you can install them, but you have to go in and then activate them, and you could do stuff like raise my hand. So if you have a big game, like this could be something, Roger, if you did switch over to Foundry that you could use. It's a module, it's called Raise My Hand, and there's like a little button that people will push, and if they need to interject or have a question, it's almost like you see the player raise their hand at the table kind of thing. Yeah. And then there's another one along the same lines, which is like away from the keyboard, so you know when somebody has stepped away to, make a bathroom run or whatever. Um, One of my absolute favorites, and maybe it's because I'm a little bit twisted, has to be the blood and guts.
It
I
is
don't
fun.
have
Yeah.
Isn't it fun? Yeah. So I don't have a lot of these turned on right now because I did find that there are modules that conflict with some of the character sheets. Um, so what was happening was, for example, with, Roger's character, Roger, I'm just gonna open up your character sheet so they can see it on Facebook. Um, he has an AC of 18, but when he would import his character, it would either show his AC at, like, 10 or 12. It wasn't showing it accurately, or his hit points were off. Um, um, it says level 0 right now, but it looks like it
There
should
you
be
go.
a level 6 character with your HP. So, yeah, it is, yeah. So while I'm here, I'm just gonna hit start import. For some reason, if there is an issue, I've been able to import the characters, and, in some instances, it'll fix it. So if we go back to the character sheet, yep, there it is, level 6, and, all of your stuff is there, your AC and HP all looks right, yeah. Um So I'm not sure exactly which module it was that was causing the conflict, but it was fighting over which one could control the AC number. Um, and because of that conflict, the character sheet was just going, "Well, I like the number 12." Uh, so yeah, so it was just like slapping random numbers in there, and luckily, Foundry has a really supportive and really active Discord. And I was able to ask the question and got, some kind of clear answers. Another thing about Foundry is you need to be a little bit computer savvy to get it set up. Thankfully, in Wizards and Wine, we have Erin, who does computer, security, and stuff like that, so she knows computers and all of that business, so, she was able to help me get it set up. But, yeah, so it assumes that you know a little bit more about computers, almost to the level of computer programming and writing code, but don't let that intimidate you. Take on the challenge, and, if you like the way that Foundry looks, pick it up because, you know. Mhm. Right. Yeah. Right, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, it is, and it was the affordability and its, integration with D&D Beyond that really sold it for me. Mhm. Mhm. Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right. Yes, yeah, and
Yeah.
if you know anything about, again, writing code, you can build your own stuff and apply it to your Foundry, which is, I think, pretty incredible. But, one of the things that I had a lot of fun with when I first opened up Foundry, I think it was one of the first things I learned how to do, and I was so pleased with myself. Um And Christine, I apologize. You may get a little bit of a sneak peek at a couple of the maps for Tomb of Annihilation here, but it's building the walls and
Mhm.
stuff. I know that you guys can't see this, but if you're on Facebook, you can see these green lines that are all around like the stumps of this tree.
Yeah.
When the characters come up against this, it gives them a warning that they've run into a wall. So it's really funny when you run into a wall, but you're trying to climb a tree. Um, But it, affects lighting layers, which it does in Roll20 as well, but, just for the sake of what we're doing here today, I thought that, maybe I would show, a little. Yes. Well, right. Yes. Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna throw down a sunburst here and watch it make a liar out of me, and it's not gonna do it properly. But
Wow.
then you can move it, and it should be affected by see how it's missing those spots?
Yeah.
That's because of the wall things that they have built onto. Yeah. So whenever where you move it around, that's where, like, the wall had built. Right. Yeah. So you can do that, and, what I I mean, in real life, I have a bit of an obsession with lighting, so I do. Yeah, Christine has played in my at-home games. Lighting was always the thing.
Yeah. What was it? The yeah, it was the Cerberus game, the Hydra portal. That was cool.
The Hydra portal in the Cerberus game.
Yeah, it was 2 weeks ago now, but the Hydra, the portal, the you had dynamic lighting or something going on there for
Oh,
the
right.
portal,
Oh, yes.
the
Okay, let's
swirly
pop
thing.
that one open. Lake Naiad, underwater, activate. So I have it turned off right now, but I can turn it back on, I think. Yeah, there. Also, what I enjoy about this module is that all of these things are already showing up, um, built on the maps. Mm. So, okay, you guys, I'm gonna show you a map, and I just don't want you to meta when we get to it, like, in the game.
I'll
But for
probably
example,
forget, honestly, it's 2 weeks
yeah,
from now.
yeah, right? No, this is probably, like, a month and a half maybe from now,
Okay, yeah,
in real.
definitely won't remember then.
But so, like, this map already came set up with all of this stuff on it. I didn't have to do anything to it, and, in a lot of these maps, once you drop your I'm just gonna pull, Cast Fire in from, this
Some of us
happens
are
to
still
be
loading.
a random character here. Let me yeah, let me see if I can't get the ambiance to start to play. It might not, but okay, maybe there isn't any on this map, of course. But on some of them, as soon as your characters pop on the map and start moving around, it activates, different soundscapes and things like that. So, if you walk by a crackling fire, for example, they would hear the fireplace. Yeah. Yeah, if I found out, by the way, where that happens, and other DMs, if you're new to Foundry, and you have a sound effect that's in a map and you can't figure out how to get rid of it, don't be stunned like I am and spend 2.5 hours trying to figure it out. It's this little music icon over here on the right, left-hand side of your screen. That icon will open up, your sounds, and you can make all of the adjustments there if there are sounds in the map. It took me a really long time to figure that out.
Yep.
Good. I don't think so. I think I have the one that can control everybody's, but I think that you can control yours individually. Um, yeah, yeah, no, I don't think that it does. But yeah, so anyway, I just thought that was really cool, and it's like, check out these maps. I mean, these are free maps, dude. Like, look at that. Crazy. Look at the detail. It's not getting
Still
picked.
loading for a lot of us.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
The Golden Orchard?
There we go.
Oh gosh, it's probably a really hard map probably to load. Uh, and I don't wanna I'll wait until your computer catches up before I
It looks like the Twitch stream's still catching up too.
Oh, is it? Okay. But yeah, so, that's a thing that's pretty easy to do, and also what I like is the,
Also, our view is disabled. We don't
What?
have tokens with vision.
Oh, no. Oh gosh. Really? Oh, you know why? I bet you have to have Andrew on the map.
Yeah. Well, same two mine's loaded too, and I don't see it, so it's probably because the a vision setting.
Okay, hang on. Configure. Here, that should change it.
There we are.
Yay! Now everybody can see what I'm talking about. Uh, okay,
So
let
you
me
can
bring that
control vision.
yeah, right. Let me bring that sunburst back, just so people know what I was doing. Um, and we'll make it a pretty purple color.
For it.
There. And you can drag it around and it interacts with stuff that you have on the map, which I think is so cool. It's so neat. Cool. But yeah, so I really enjoyed that of building the walls and helping to create the things that would lead to the lighting being dynamic like this was probably one of the first things that I really sat down and tried hard on. But you can do ethereal walls that people can walk through, but you would be able to have things activate once they cross the threshold. Like you could have different music starts if they were heading towards the big bad, that kind of stuff. Um, mhm, mhm. Yeah, let me just yeah.
Yeah. Not wait for prompting kind of thing.
Mhm.
Definitely more interactive.
Yeah, I just drew it just for the sake of showing. Yeah. Did the door actually show up?
Yeah.
Did it? Okay, cool.
Open close.
Yep. So that's really fun. I enjoy that quite a bit. All that kind of stuff. You can do secret walls, secret doors. You can do different terrain walls, which is what they have on the trees. So that's why the lighting was interacting with the trees.
Oh yeah.
They just have it right around the very tops of the trees. So, hmm yeah. So, I don't think I have any of the optional maps done on this one. Okay, I don't think I do, but um You go into manage modules and let me just grab.
I find the ruler and templates handy, especially for spell casting and
Yeah, that's huge. Okay, I'm just gonna save this. So forgive me if it yeah, your screen's gonna go away for a second.
yeah.
Okay. But what that's gonna do is when I go into my compendium now, and I scroll down, it's gonna give me some different scenes. They call maps scenes in Foundry. But what you're able to do is, for example, if I was doing something in a game and I needed an herbalist shop, there just happens to be one here. So let's import it so we can play with it a little bit. Activate. Okay. All right. So I'll wait for. It's like Christine. I think you're the last one to move over.
Still in the golden orchard. Orchard.
Yeah, it'll come over in a second. But this is just an example of it's just a free map pack. But what you can do is with the people who design these maps, when you go into the details about their maps and who they are and that kind of stuff, you can become members of their Patreons and get more maps from them and things like that. But just the fact that they have made maps like this free, like you can just drop this into your game. Like, excuse me, this is incredible. But this is down here for the Facebook stream. This is the door icon that Roger was talking about. You can lock the doors so they can't get in unless they pass some kind of thieves' tools, or if you're Maddie in the character that I play in Roger's game, you just kind of chop through the. Yeah, it's the only way the barbarians open doors, I think. But you can unlock it, and then you can open the door, and characters can pass. Yes. Yep. Amazing.
As a ranger.
That's great.
DM planned it that way. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Mhm. Yep. Yes. Mhm. Which happened which happened accidentally for Maddie. I wasn't really thinking about her intelligence score. I just happened to have that 15 and needed a spot to put it, and I don't, sometimes I like to play against stereotype, but I was like, "Okay, 15 intelligence, whatever, that's fine." I can't remember what Maddie's lowest score is. Actually, that's a lie. I know exactly what it is. It's her charisma score. Which is -1 in charisma, which is why she's so awkward. Anyway, um, so, having access to all these free maps is really huge in Foundry. Because I don't DM on Roll20. Is there stuff like that you have access to in Roll20, Roger? Just for the sake of comparison. Oh, cool. Oh, nice. Yes.
Neat.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Something like that, yeah. I joined last August. I had to fly back to Canada, um, for my work, and I was under my 2 week. Yeah, I had to do my 2 weeks of quarantine. It was last August. And, I was like, "I cannot sit in this house by myself for 2 weeks and not talk to somebody." So, I was like, "Let me go and find some local Las Vegas groups," and, that's how I found you guys. So, it's, it's been pretty fun. And then I brought Robbie in, and then it was downhill from there. I'm kidding. Yeah, we started, recording Vampires in Vitae, it was on St. Patrick's Day last year, the day that everything started to shut down. Um, and our first recordings of Vampires in Vitae were so bad. Like, nobody was on mic, everybody was, talking over each other, it was just a mess. So we call those episodes the lost episodes. It was an entire story arc, it was everything that happened in Vegas. Uh, yeah, our story actually started there, and, so when we started to publish, we picked up the story in, gosh, I don't even remember if we aired. Did we air anything that happened in Russia? I don't think we even missed Russia. I think we picked up when we went from Russia to Tokyo.
Yeah, I seem remember. I don't remember anything about Russia. I remember Tokyo episodes.
Yeah, so, it was like May 27th or something of last year was the first one that we published. But what we're doing for season 2 is we're gonna stream it, and we're gonna be like on camera and stuff. So I gotta like put on,
Yay.
brush my hair. It's like, I know, it's gonna be crazy. Yeah, so it's really fun actually. Christine came and was a guest on an
I
episode of
was.
Vampires in Vitae, which we never did finish that one shot.
Nope. And I've forgotten that Robbie did DM for me other than you. So,
Oh, that's
because you
right.
asked me, yeah, I
Yeah.
completely forgot about it and I thought about it later. I'm like, oh, whoops.
Well, we won't tell him that you forgot. He'd be devastated.
Aw.
No, but I'm not sure how if we were gonna do like a virtual tabletop, if we weren't gonna try to have cameras and stuff. I'm not sure how you would do Vampire the Masquerade with maps, because it doesn't really work that way. Uh, Vampire the Masquerade is very much it's a more of a role-playing game than it is anything else. And by role-playing,
Story related.
yeah, it's story-led, it's character-driven. Um, a lot of the plot twists that have happened in Vampires and Vitae were character-developed twists. Um, and things that happened directly because the roles passed or the roles failed and stuff like that. So I mean, you can if you want to, Roger.
Do it for the camera.
Yeah, right? Tyler we all actually used to get very dressed up for it. When we got together and we were first playing. I mean, oh my God, we were playing like 3 times a week. We had our little bubble of friends that would come over to the house. And yeah, we'd get all dressed up and people would show up in full face paint and really painting an incredible picture of how nerdy we are. But no, it was just part of the experience. It was really fun. I mean, we don't dress up like that anymore when we play, but it yeah, no, it's just fun to be around people, to be honest. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
So Christine, you've now played a game in Roll20, and you've played, I don't want to say quite a bit in Foundry, but we're like, what, 4 sessions in now on Foundry for Wizards and
few,
Wine?
yeah, plus Warlocks and Whiskey, I've done a few in those.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
So what did you think of Roll20 when you played it there? Was it last Saturday?
Yeah, last Saturday. Probably more user friendly, more integration based on the rules from what I saw, because I created like my character entirely in Roll20. I did have an idea of what I wanted in D&D Beyond, so that was fast and easy. But there was more integration involved, so there was just a lot of drop down menus. Um, I could just pick and choose what I wanted. Information was at hand. Where Foundry, we're still learning the ins and outs of that one, but it doesn't seem character creation inside it is. I haven't been able to find it yet anyway. Mm.
Yeah. Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hmm.
Using their interface. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I'm still looking into that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep. Mhm. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's a whole issue, I think, and I'm just looking at a character sheet now, like, I just went in to see if I could build a character, and it looks like you have to manually put everything in. Uh, so it doesn't give you that flexibility where if you're a brand new player, you may not understand the cause and effect of some of the selections that you're making. So, um, it would definitely, I think, be beneficial if you had D&D Beyond if you were a brand new player, because at least D&D Beyond is going to point you in the right directions and give you all the right things.
I get you started quickly
Yeah,
too.
yeah. Um, so that is
Yeah, I feel like Foundry's more for advanced, um, not necessarily players, but oh, what am I trying to say? uh,
experienced players.
yeah, thank you. Experienced players with some, yeah, like Roger said earlier, programming background, so they could tweak it the way they want it.
Mhm.
Where Roll20's more user friendly, and then they can develop their knowledge to go into more advanced stuff.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, definitely. Um, yeah, I'm uh-huh. Okay, nice. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure that there is, and like I said, earlier, there really is, really active and really supportive and willing to help and not make you feel like a dummy, community on the, Foundry VTT Discord. Also, I did join the Patreon for it as well, so I can ask the person who created Foundry direct questions. And, I mean, yeah, eventually he'll get to my question, but,
Yeah,
it's,
it is.
yeah, it's a pretty great community so far from what I've seen. Um, and a lot of the time, I do find when I ask a question, they're making massive assumptions about how much I actually know about com computer programming and stuff like that. They're talking another language, and I'm like, "Oh, yeah, sure, no problem." Then I've spent 3 hours on YouTube trying to figure out what the hell they were talking. Yeah, yeah, it was your week-long March break. Yeah, we were adding and subtracting with popsicle sticks. Right. Oh, that's great. Um, but yeah, what were the other things, that I really have enjoyed about, some of the Foundry stuff? Oh, the spell effects, Christine, you mentioned that earlier. Does Henbit have spells?
Right.
I'm gonna drag her on here and open up the
Yeah,
character
she's
sheet
not even
for
on
you.
there.
Okay, spell book. Yeah, let's just pick one that Erupting Earth, that's an AoE, right?
Yep, I
Yeah,
used it last game before maybe.
I think so, yeah. Okay, you haven't lost any hit points or anything, so I'm gonna mess with your spell count here a little bit, but so
Go
if
for it.
you're
I think I rested anyways, or the
yeah,
reason for it
well, yeah,
was
you can
figured out.
rest again anyway. So Erupting Earth, let's cast the spell, and, you can see over here in the chat, you've got your damage button, your saving throw, and place measure template, which is huge because when you pull it on here, there's your 20 by 20 foot cube of what's going to be affected. So you can try to drop it around the members of your party, or you can use it and kind of maximize the number of bad guys that you're hitting and that kind of stuff. So you can, whoops. Oh, I just closed Foundry. What a dummy. Hang on. Okay, it's going to pop right back up. That's good. Yeah.
We were still connected, barely.
Oh, geez. Yeah, okay. Oh, geez. Okay. Okay. Yes, so here's the cube of effect. I haven't figured out how to spin the cubes, though, to make them, like,
I did
big.
that on error a minute ago. What was
Yeah,
it?
how did you do it? Select
Oops,
targets.
that's the wrong button. I was trying to zoom in and out, and I was holding control for some reason, and my character rotated. I don't think I have permissions right now.
Yeah.
That's weird. It worked earlier. Control and mouse wheel, because I was trying to zoom in and out on the screen. All of a sudden, my character started to rotate.
Interesting. Anyway, so I just find this is super handy because, you know, those jokes where, you know, like, thank God it's tax season because the, you know, complicated algebra equation is really going to help me out with my taxes. It actually does come in pretty handy in D&D if you are trying to cast a spell and somebody is, like, elevated from where you are. Is it going to reach? All that kind of stuff. These templates just help you not have to think about that math.
Oh yeah, the radius, diameter, and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. All of that kind of stuff is pretty huge. Yeah. Right. Right. Absolutely.
Where is it? I thought I just got.
Yeah.
Where's my spell book?
Oh, look at that. You can change the shape of the template. Oh, well, oh, good question. Christine, can you try to, if you hover over the
I don't
little
have
square.
permissions to adjust your template there.
Oh, okay. There you
I'll
go.
try to place my own.
So it is a template. Interesting. What, really? Right now?
I can open my sheet.
Oh, it's terrible. Very weird. This thing does do some weird stuff sometimes.
Yeah, it's being weird. I'm trying to place a template myself, but it's not letting me. Let's
Weird.
try. Mhm.
Well, what I could do is I could create a folder specifically for you, Roger, and make it so only you could see it, and then you could keep 800 different journal entries in there if you wanted to. Yeah. So that's Mhm. Yeah. Right. Right. Well, that's cool. I'm just typing out some gibberish here because I enjoy this, and I hope that you guys can do it on your journal entries as well. But I can make a journal entry, I can save it, and then I can hit show players, and you guys should see all my gibberish.
Yep, lots of gibberish.
Weird. It's
I
not
had
even,
to
Refresh,
I
rather.
I had to refresh, and it looks like the game's paused.
Oh, that could be an
So
issue too.
yeah,
Here.
that might
Yep.
be why I don't have permissions to do things.
Ah, yeah, that's right.
Earlier, yeah, me neither.
Mm.
Oh, there we go. My rotate's working now.
Okay,
So
cool.
control and a middle mouse wheel.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Cool.
I spin around.
Will it do it with a spell template?
I still can't get the template to work for whatever reason, but I can try this. Doesn't seem to work with the template.
Hmm. There must be a way to do that. There could be a module that you need or something too.
It messes with the size
Mhm.
if I do it this way.
Yeah. But that's cool. Okay, so journal entry. So if I do show players, you should see all my gibberish?
Yep.
Yeah, and, you can just show the text, you could just show an image, you can share journal notes, I suppose, back and forth, which is pretty cool. Another thing that I have Mhm, yeah,
Yeah. I think you need to set
yeah,
yeah. Yeah, I think you need to give us permissions to create a note for it to work for player side.
okay. Let me see what I can do. Let me just create another folder. We're just gonna call it test.
Oh, another thing I like about Foundry is the dice.
Yeah,
Although
the
that
t
was a
the dice are
bad roll.
uh,
Yeah.
mhm. Owner. I'm just gonna make everybody an owner of this folder, so when I save it, you guys should be able to do all of the things to it. Okay, so if you go to
I
uh,
imagine so, yeah. Yeah, when 3 of us are rolling at once, then yeah.
yeah, yeah, one thing that I did notice, when we were I think it was during the Tuesday game, I was doing something, I wasn't on the screen or I had it minimized for some reason, and when I came back to it, all of the rolls that had happened all rolled at once. Yeah, on my screen, yeah. So, yeah, so that is a thing that happens as well. But yeah, so you can do little drawy tools and you can, do text and do different shapes and circles and this guy over here is pretty fun because you can just draw a shape. Whoops. Nope. Oh no, how do I get rid of the shape making tool? Oh no. Like we said, we're still learning.
It looks like Twitch is frozen too. Let me check this.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's still streaming audio, but the video looks like it froze up.
It froze, yeah, okay. Um, but yes, so yeah, he's not
Yeah,
at his
he's out of the house.
yep. He is AFK. Um, starter heroes. Oh, okay. These are kind of fun. So you can, if you are playing with people who have never played before and you don't want to take them through character creation in case they're not interested and they don't really think that D&D is their thing, you could pull them into Foundry and they will give you some character options. Like there's a Dragonborn cleric here, Akra. You can just drag and drop that character on the sheet, and there's their fully fleshed out character sheet at level 1. So you have all of their stuff.
There we go.
Mhm. Yeah. Oh, see, that's interesting. Yeah, that's fun. Very cool. What are some of the other modules that we really oh, the sound effects when you roll a nat 1 or a nat 20?
Yeah. Wah, wah, wah. I hear that
Yeah,
quite a bit.
it's really fun. Yeah. I also really like how, surprisingly versatile the dice roll tray is. I mean, it looks pretty simplistic, but if you're gonna roll a D8 and you have a +3 modifier on your damage, um, you just hit your D8, and then in the square below that, you add 3 to it. You can select roll with advantage or disadvantage, and then you just hit roll, and it'll do the thing. Yes, which is huge. So let me see. Configure settings, and it's in system. No, it's in core. And you go down to, no, it's not. It's in module settings. Haha. Uh, Character sheet, importer. There's probably something in the importer that I'm not doing properly as well, but so mhm. Yeah, yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. You do yeah, you gotta scroll through it. You do get 50 macros though, so you do get quite a bit. Yeah. Let me see. I'm just like picking some random dice.
I believe I remember seeing that in the demo video that there's a video and mic integration in it. Um, that was just through the intro video for the Foundry. So I don't know about all the details of setup, but it is possible. I think she just has it disabled right now because we don't use it. Yeah. I don't know how it would affect your computer though, the one the hosting as a server. Probably add to the resources. Oh.
Whoa. Hello?
Hello.
Oh, sorry. Got the power bump and I got disconnected. Everything shut down.
Oh. Yeah,
I'm
looks like
on.
you'll need to
What's that?
oh
Reestablished
yeah, there it
OBS
is.
and all of that as well, yeah. Let me see. Where is OBS? Here it is. Okay. Okay. I think we're back. We survived it.
Uh, Twitch is still good.
Okay. All right. That was fun.
So your power flickered?
Yeah. Jinkies.
Did you throw me
Yeah.
down there or something? By the way, we had snow this morning.
You had snow this morning?
Just,
We didn't.
FYI.
Yeah, we
Cold
didn't.
and
Can't wait until you guys can come and visit, and y'all better come and visit in, like, the dead of summer.
no.
Yeah, it was really funny. Oh, dude, don't tell me that. Oh. Right, yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. But anyway, back after that weird, thing, but I don't know, what else, we could talk about since we, didn't have, enough people who are able to make it today as the world starts to open up again. Um, D&D is gonna start to Yeah, D&D is gonna start to take a bit of a back burner again, I think, for lives and things, so it'll go back to evening games only instead of waking up and playing D&D all day. I I know. Same, Roger, same. Oh, right? Yeah. I'm Yeah, and, same, I can help you with all of that stuff because I'm what you will call semi-retired, working on paperwork, which I'm terrible at, so anyways, yeah. So I don't know if anybody has been watching this, but bless your heart if you have. Well, obviously we don't know the ins and outs of the entire program, but we've been muddling our way through it. And if somebody was like, I think I want to switch to Foundry. Do you think it's a good idea? I think I would absolutely say yes. Um, because I think that Foundry it's a good program, it's a pretty program, and the more you learn about it, the more powerful the program is. Now, there is another one that I've seen that's coming out, and all of the maps are 3D. Have you
Oh
seen
my
that one, Roger?
no.
Yeah. Yeah. So that one, I can see Foundry making some 3D maps with the 3D capabilities written into like another update or something because it looks pretty amazing, I'm not gonna lie about it.
Heavier on the system though.
Yeah, it would be heavier on the system, but can you imagine, even, like, for a home game, being able to have, like, one of the big screens like you see people have that are sitting, like, face up in the middle of the table and then have the 3D map? Yeah, it look really neat, and I know that there are some maps too that are coming out that are augmented reality, but, I'm gonna say I have a problem, and I'm completely guilty of it, sitting at a table and then having your phone open. I think having augmented reality stuff just encourages people to be on their phones. Um, you know, but I am myself very guilty of that. Oh, we could do this too because I love the combat tracker. I'm just gonna put you guys into combat and hit start. Let's do a quick poll, and hit begin combat. I love these turn trackers that show up behind the characters. Love it. What I wish would happen is that there was like more of a ghost image behind the person who was next.
Who's up kind of thing?
Yeah, so, like, it would just be, like, a more transparent version of the token that's behind your character.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I found out a couple sessions ago if you right click on the fist icon, it pops out the combat tracker into a separate window.
it sure
So
does.
yeah, so I found that out and I keep that off to the side so I can keep the combat chat stuff going up and
Yep. Yeah, that's a pretty big deal there too, and I think all of these windows you can pop out. Oh, maybe not, you can't pop chat. Mhm. Yep. Right. Oh, okay. Yeah,
yeah,
no, this
no,
one you
it stays
just
in the chat.
close.
Yeah.
Yeah, it never leaves that side menu. It just gives you the pop out on the side.
There is a notification thing, combat alerts.
Yeah. That's crazy. Oh, and you can select, targets. I don't know if anybody else can see that, but I just put a target around, Henbit.
Why now?
You can't see it?
No, I got windows open around me. I
Yeah.
see a little
Well,
green dot on me, and you're
okay.
focusing on me.
Yeah. No, it's like 4 little triangles that are around you to show that that's who I've targeted.
Oh yeah,
Um,
the focus button.
yeah,
Used to seeing that now.
select targets.
Select myself.
Measurement devices. Yeah. Block combat movement. Oh, haha. Haha. Um, yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm sure there's a way to turn it off. I just haven't found it yet. Honestly, it's so far down my list of things I need to figure out about Foundry that it's just not one that I've really been. Mhm. Yep. Yeah, that's like when I got the new computer and I couldn't remember which module I had as my ping. Um, I was just using those little dots because you could tell, be like, "Okay, who are you gonna go after?" And they would just, like, hover around somebody. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, alright, that's interesting. Yeah. Could be a big deal, Roger, in your giant, battles that I love when you do, because, sometimes you forget from turn to turn, like which cobalt you went after or something like that. So putting those little targets up would just be a reminder, I suppose. Or a strategic move. Yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty big deal. It's pretty cool. Um, tile controls. Place tile. Oh, look at that. I can place a tile. Oh, and I can alright, well, that's how you do that. So that's how you build maps in Foundry. If you've got, an image of, like, a wood floor that you wanna use, you can draw your own tiles and place your own images in it. Let's make him buy a tile. Update tile. There he is. Imbibe is now a tile. Can you guys see it?
Yeah, a little round
So
dwarf. No, might be squished.
yeah. I know. Oh, what a guy.
Oh, oh,
Mhm.
oh yeah. No.
Yeah. Yeah, that character's been through has been through a lot. Anyway, guys, I think I'm ready to, log off here because I have, some other D&D stuff that I could be working on and other stream stuff too that I'm sure that we could be working on. Um, yeah, but, I wanted to have some kind of a stream and have some kind of make some kind of noise on here today because, we missed Wizards and Wine last week, so yeah, I just wanted to remind everybody. Yeah, again, because people are going back to work and things are starting to open back up again. So if you are watching, first of all, thank you so much. And if you
Yes, thanks.
are interested at all in joining any of the games, you can reach out to us via Pop Culture Cosmos, and we can see about getting you added to some of these games and get you involved because, yeah, you always hear a lot of the horror stories about just really awful groups that people join and stuff like that. And I guess I've been fortunate. I haven't had that experience yet. I definitely didn't have that experience with this group of people when I joined. So I can vouch that all of the players who joined this group or have joined this group so far have been really great. So
They're all awesome.
yeah, and welcoming and
Mhm.
easy to get along with and all of those things. So and more than happy to help you and teach you things as well. So I've learned a lot about even playing different classes, which has helped me become a more informed DM as well when I play. So I can't recommend or sing the praises of the group of people that we have together here enough. So, and Roger, you're a huge part of that. So, thanks for being rad, man. But yeah, if you want to get involved with us here at Pop Culture Cosmos and join any of these games, Warlocks and Whiskey, we could add, anywhere from 2 to 4 more players. Drop us a line, and we'll see if we can get you involved as quickly as possible. I know. Yes. You can find us there. You can find us on obviously, yep, Facebook. You could even drop us a message on YouTube. Wherever you send us a message, we're gonna see it, and we'll do our best to get you in a game as quickly as possible. Ah, yes. Mhm, mhm. And he's hella on top of stuff too. There's He really is, and there's not a lot that I've often see stuff and I'm like, "Ooh, I should send that to Gerald and make sure he knows about it," and it's posted by Pop Culture Cosmos, so they're definitely on top of their stuff, and they're on radio stations all over the world, so, crazy. Yeah, pretty amazing. Anyway, Christine and Roger, thanks for sticking on and carrying on and having a random yeah, right, it's the only way to do it.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, no, of course, all the time. But yeah, so we're back tomorrow with Mitch and the Tales of the Everlasting City. On Sunday, Mitch will take care of the Curse of Strahd. On Monday, we're back to Roger and Demolition Force. It's huge battles. Dragons are everywhere, or at least dragon babies so far. We don't know where they've gone though. Dun dun dun. Tuesday is Rob's right. Tuesday is Rob's whimsically one shot that doesn't seem to be ending anytime soon, so that's fun. Wednesday, Andrew is playing Tales from the Yawning Portal, and Thursday is the only day right now that we're not broadcasting, but there is something in the works, I understand, for Thursdays, so that could be coming soon. Yeah, that's right. I wish we could have rolled new characters because I don't know how handy Dolores is gonna be in this chunk in this right, yeah. Yeah. So that's an issue. Yep. I it is coming, and yes. And and Christine, was very much part of and into, the, homebrew that I was starting to write. So I think I may, to be completely self-indulgent, share parts of what I had written in the Patreon and see if, as a community, we can't resurrect my city of Paxodium with
Do
diffidential.
it.
And because I mean, it was kind of cool, right? It just
Oh,
got
very
messy
cool.
because I didn't have a through line, and that was bothering me, and I lost track of it. And
It doesn't help that we're short attention spans and all the things happening.
which, Roger, you should listen to this Saturday game last Saturday. It was Maddie, myself, and Christine with Mitch trying to wrangle us up. He was herding kittens the whole time. Yeah, it was amazing. So
I think I heard the point, like, I think when Maddie asked the names for the names of those cockatrices,
yes.
that's when he realized what he was in for.
Yeah. Right. Oh. Oh my
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's just it's so but it's so pure, like, it's just so wonderful, it's so wonderful, yeah. Mitch now knows what it's like to DM for a group of girls, which is hysterical, so 'cause it is different, I will tell you, oh my god, it's different. Oh. Torture and privilege, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you know what, I challenge all of the DMs to run for, an all-girl cast, to just one time, just one shot.
Honestly, I'm surprised we survived that last game.
I know, I'm pretty sure that Mitch helped us out quite a bit in that, because dude, that would be a dream. I would love to run a game,
So fun to listen to.
for some tweens, yeah, oh my god, I would love that, and I would just fill it with puppies and kittens. And it yeah. And it would be magnificent, yeah. They would have, Cerberus, and he would be a kept pet, and he would be very happy, I'm sure. Yeah. No, it would be amazing. But anyways, yeah. Oh my gosh, right? One of the heads called Olaf. That'd be wonderful. Anyway, so next Friday, when you come back, we'll be back with Wizards and Wine, and, we'll get back into Tomb of Annihilation. Now the girls have picked their guide, and, they start the crawl through the jungle, and I've gotta read up on how to do that, so I think I get to design a bunch of random encounters.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
I do love to design an encounter, so we'll see how that rolls out. I don't know if we're actually gonna get into the jungle in the next episode because there are some other shopping things you guys need to take care of. And, Christine, your character now has, quite a bit of notoriety in Port Nianzaru after she
Oh,
won the race with her dinosaur.
dinosaurs.
Yeah.
That was so exciting. Yeah.
Mhm. Yep.
I'm so glad she won it though. Like that was just all rolls and
It was, yeah. Yeah. No, that was they
yeah.
were. It was really fun, and I was honestly a little bit worried about the mechanic for that because I'm gonna be completely honest with you, I have half an idea of what I'm doing as a DM. I'm certainly not a DM who believes I know everything, but, yeah, I've been reading that and fearing that part of this campaign for a long time, and the part that I didn't have figured out was the gambling.
Oh yeah, that's still
And it turns out that none of us know anything about gambling, so,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, we
anyway.
won. That's all that matters.
I know, right? I'm gonna learn all about gambling, placing wagers. Yeah, yeah, like, one of the odd it was in yeah? Well, that tends to happen. But, like, one of the odds on one of the dinosaurs was, like, 5 to 7 odds, and I was like, "I don't even understand that." Like, 1 to 3, I kind of understood, but 5 to 7, I was like, "For every $5 you win 7? Is that how that works?" I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, me us either. There was a lot of frantic Googling happening behind the scenes. That's for sure. Anyway, sorry,
When you
Christine,
cut
go ahead.
When you cut the podcast, did you cut out all that stuff? Make it seem like
You know
entirely
what?
what we're doing?
We're not up to that episode yet.
Oh, we're
We
not?
I know. We have this week our third. I don't want to give it away too much,
Stuff
but
happens.
yeah, our third major event happens
Catch back
this
up
week.
then.
Yeah, and because it was so unexpected, it's actually a short episode for Wizards and Wine this week. But the good news too is I already have next week's episode cut and ready, and it's a pretty good episode. I'm excited about it, so
Yeah.
it will be good. All right, but anyway, if you have any tips or thoughts on Foundry, please don't keep them all to yourself. Share them. Even any shortcuts or workarounds that you have found for making character sheets work properly would be incredible if you could pass that information on to us. Again, if you want to join any of the games, just message us. You'll find Pop Culture Cosmos everywhere: Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, social media that's not even invented yet. Gerald's already on it, so the guy's everywhere. But anyway, thanks for sticking with us. It was an impromptu something we had to stream to make sure that we had some content up today. Hopefully, if you've been on the fence about Foundry, we kind of showed you a little bit of it, and hopefully have helped make you a little bit more of an informed decision. So, from all of us here at Pop Culture Cosmos, we love you, and we'll see you. Yes,
Bye.
it's fun.